Hey, how's it going, folks? Ryan Kebe here with your Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. Today we are at Women's Services here in Meadville. We are joined by Patti Prince, the shelter manager for Women's Services. Thank you so much for joining us, Patti.
Thank you.
We are here to talk about next month being Domestic Violence Awareness Month, an important time of awareness to bring some very big issues that we have that not too many people know about. And, we want to bring light to those issues, and Patti's here to tell us a little bit about it and, also tell us about how we can get involved here in our local community.
So I was doing some research, and in the state of Tennessee, before somebody can even get licensed for cosmetology, barber, styling, they have to go through a domestic violence awareness class. They have to be licensed, and that really sparked my interest in getting the community more involved. I think that if we could get the community, as far as the business owners, the prominent people, the people that really already have established themselves, what can they do to help us?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. One of those businesses here, Turning Head Salon, they have an initiative here that's coming up. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So I was contacted by Sydney, and she is doing a streak in the hair, and it's purple, or if you don't want to alter your hair, she'll have a purple extension, and the proceeds for that will come to Women's Services. It's $20, but what I think is really cool is she's doing it for the Yolanda Barco Center as well. So
Very
if you
nice.
get pink, the money goes to them. So personally, I think I'm going to do both.
Very nice. Yeah, that's a nice, easy way to support, again,
Absolutely.
Yolanda Barco Association, and also Domestic Violence Awareness Month and the Women's Services here. Absolutely. So, some people may be asking, hey, what are some of the signs, some of the things that, people look for whenever domestic violence may occur in the homes? Could you tell us a little bit about that to, maybe help someone out there to, recognize some of those warning signs out there?
A lot of times we see people withdrawn. They will not speak for themselves. They have somebody speak for them. Generally their abuser is their controller. So they will basically look at the abuser as, did I say that right? Is there going to be consequences when I get home? A lot of times it's a financial thing. You have $20 to go to the store, and they check the receipts when they get back. They sometimes use their children against them. Their pets. We see a lot of that. I can't leave my pet behind. He'll kill my pet, or they'll kill my pet. We have so many people out there that assume that because we're Women's Services, we only help women and children. But as more and more comes to light, I've been here 16 years, and the first thing that I always noticed was it was a woman. But now that it's 2022, we have plenty of men that come to us too. And it doesn't make them any more or any less masculine than the next person.
Absolutely not. I think that's very important to know, and thank you for sharing that. One of the things also, that person may be asking, hey, is there anything that I can do? Is there maybe, some type of hotline, or, I know that there's many resources here, at the Women's Services that you guys provide us too. What would be something that someone could do?
So Women's Services has always honored the survivors. During the month of October, we tend to get more calls, more questions. We have counselors on hand, and we're always referring them. We have a 24-hour hotline, and it is manned by an actual person, 24/7, 365. We have the schools. We have prevention education in the schools. We really get out there. I mean, I have children that are in their late 20s, early 30s, and they'll say, hey, do you remember? They're still here helping the community. We have legal advocacy, we have medical advocacy, reaching out to the doctors and the hospitals, what do they need to look for, as well as getting protection from abuse orders. Do I have enough to get an order? The custody, everything just kind of revolves into one.
Absolutely. So, essentially, hey, if you're unsure, reach out to Women's Services.
Absolutely.
You guys are here to help, and thank you so much for being here for us.
And we're not just Women's Services. We are part of the community. We will refer you out to Center for Family Services, CHAPS, the Human Service Center downtown. We'll reach out to anybody that needs the help.
So I hear that we have an event coming up here in October as well. Could you tell me about that event?
Absolutely. Our walk is the earliest beginning of October. This year it'll be October 3rd at Diamond Park. We start by having speakers, and they'll tell a little bit about who they are, what they are, and how they came about. And then we have light refreshments from Christine's Cookies. We have a walk, and the walk is a mile long. And this walk is just to show that if you could walk a mile in their shoes, what would you do? And this walk is exactly 1 mile. We start from the city building, we go down, we go up what I call the business district of Meadville, and that's Park Ave. It's where all the businesses are, and then we end back up at the park.
Very nice. So that's October 3rd, and what time does that start at?
4:30.
4:30.
Right after work.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much, Patti.
Thank you.
We are back with Morgan Tingwall from the Center for Family Services. She is a housing coordinator over there and going to bring us some more information on the walk that we have upcoming next month. Could you tell us a little bit more about the walk and also the partnership that you guys have with the Women's Services?
So we do have another walk in October. Sarah Miller and I will be hosting a walk for freedom for A21. A21 is a global organization whose mission is to reach, rescue, and restore all victims of human trafficking. For our local walk, we are partnering with Center for Family Services and the Crawford County Human Trafficking Task Force.
Okay, very nice, very nice. And then also wanted to make sure that we brought awareness to the task force hotline. Make sure that people are aware of that resource. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
So if anyone thinks that human trafficking is going on for themselves or for others, the hotline number is 1-888-373-7888.
And that's the trafficking hotline. If you think that, any suspicious activity, call that number, right?
That is correct.
Morgan, tell us a little bit more about the task force, the trafficking task force with the Center for Family Services.
Center for Family Services and the Crawford County Human Trafficking Task Force are both very passionate about bringing awareness to the community, and they stand behind us on what we are doing.
And again, want to make sure that everybody is aware of that hotline. Any suspicious activity, make sure that you call that number and reach out. Again, thank you so much, Morgan.
Thank you.